Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't already know, it's me, Jenny, and if you haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe because you love me and you care about me. Anyways, this is my model. Her name is Priscilla, and right now I am starting off with the brows. Today I'm using the Morphe brow cream in mocha. So disregard the first brow because to me the first brow is like always so bad to me, but don't worry, after I clean up it'll look all nice and good. So as you're doing the brow, I always like to draw it in and then brush as I go. And I always like to start from the bottom but like at the front and then work my way back, and then once I finish with the bottom I work my way try to fill in halfway, and then I go to the top and then start lining the top and then filling it in the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? And then blending out with the spoolie. Okay, for concealing the brows, I was using her concealer that she gave me. It was the Maybelline concealer. I do not know what shade it was, unfortunately, but I do know it was like that one concealer with a little spongy on top. But I can tell you what brush I was using. I was using the Morphe M432 brush. And as you can see, I'm like lining it first, but not close to her brow yet. I like to leave just a teeny tiny space between her brow because I want to excuse me, I want it to make it like really nice and precise, and then like working my way up to her towards her brow line. Okay, moving on to the next brow. I'm doing the same thing, same technique, but you guys are seeing on a more of a better view. But if you guys hear noises in the background, that's my parents talking. And if you guys wondering what language it is, Vietnamese. Yes, I am Vietnamese. Happy New Year's next week, I think. I guess I'm pretty sure New Year's, the Asian, New Year's is next week. If I don't see you guys next week, just to let you know, Happy New Year's. Wish all you family and friends happiness and wealth. Okay, now I'm going in with my favorite gel mascara for like the brows. Is the Essence Lash and Brow. I got this because of Berman Rock. He did that like mascara of the day, yay! Something like that. Not copyrighted. But yeah, I'm using that. Okay, I already prepped the eye and everything with the concealer, and I'm going in with the BH Cosmetic Ultimate Matte 42 color shadow palette. And the brush I'm using is from AliExpress. It's pretty good. I'll let you know which brush I used that was Morphe, because I know I did. But yeah, I'll show a little picture of what color I use. I'm letting you guys know, like, this palette is so good. It has like a variety of color shades, and like the pigmentation is so good. Like, come on, like, you guys, stop spending like $25 on like palettes when you could spend like a couple bucks on a big palette with multiple colors. The packaging is but like, don't even look at the packaging, look at the pigmentation, the work. But anyways, enough of that. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing right now. So I'm packing in the color first. Well, yeah, I'm packing in the color, and I'm like shaping out her eye. She has a really nice big eyelid. So I'm packing that in and then shaping it like halfway, not all the way, because like we're gonna add different colors in the middle of the crease. Now I'm just adding the black eyeshadow from the same palette. Just lightly building up. I'm just like, patting it in, not blending it out yet. So it'll look a little blotchy at first, but don't worry, because we want to like leave that color there and then blend it out later with a different, like with the first brush that we used. So with this one, I used like a more of a blending brush, but a little bit like soft side, because we don't want it too hard, because that'll look too rough. So yeah. Okay, to blend out the black to meet with the orange, I'm using the first brush that I used. No products added. Well, a little bit of the orange, just a little bit, and I'm just like doing circular motions because for today's look, I'm making a more of a rounded eye look instead of like, you know, a more brushed out winged eyeshadow look. We want to like have that shape consistent. We don't want that anywhere. We still want to blend it, but consistent. So I'm adding back the black after I blend it out. And as you can see later on, I will add back the orange because the orange was gonna like be gone. She's about to like leave us when we want her back. So yeah, you're basically blending and adding, blending, adding, but don't add too much. That's what you don't want to do. You want to like, you know, have a little bit of that color. Don't add too much, okay? Don't go crazy, okay? Relax, relax. Don't go crazy. You know. You know? All right. Now for this one, I'm using the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going in with a more of a deeper purple shade, you can say, in the middle of the crease. So like next to the black shadow, like on top of the black shadow, but on the orange shade. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let me shut up. You'll see. You'll see. So I'm packing that purple shade on just for right now, and then I'm blending it out together so it can have a nice blown out look once we cut our crease. So as you can see here, I'm blending out, adding again, blending out, adding again, basically the same concept. But I'm gonna say this again, do not add too much product. You just do one tap and that's it. One tap and then take out the excess color and then just build up the color to your liking, but not like too much to where it could look like two bricks of colors. Now, once I'm done with all like the adding and blending stuff, I'm just blending the edges out so it could look more even out and smooth. No products added, a brand new brush. I'm using the, hold on guys, let me look. Can't find it, but it's the Eco Dual brush that I got at Walmart. Yeah. So right now I'm cutting her crease with the concealer that she provided. The brush that I'm using is from Marshall's, from that, little brush set, brush kit. This one, it came in 3, and I had all flat brushes, and I needed flat brushes, so that was really good. But yeah, as you can see, I'm like stamping on to make that cut crease, because I don't want to automatically draw that line. I don't want to do that, because that'll be a hot mess, because what if something goes wrong? We don't want that. So I'm just like lightly building it up to like a good shaped out line, and then later on, it won't be shown in the video, but like later on I will have her, as you can see, look up a little bit just to see like, okay, where do I need to like stop, or where do I need to like continue going, you know what I'm saying? Because every eyelid is different, so you always have to ask your client to like look up just a little bit, so you can see where you need to stop and where you need to like keep on going. Well, why would I say that when they're both the same thing? You know what I mean? And also the reason why I said that, because you want your cut crease eyeshadow, whatever eyeshadow you're like going to put on, you want that to also pop out, because that's basically the statement of your eye look. That cut crease, that blank canvas, is basically your statement of your eye look. The reason why you made the eye look. Since I'm gonna have this base to be a matte look, we want to go over with like a more of a rounded and soft brush, and to tap off the excess of the concealer. Oh my god, I can't even like say it. Now that you're done setting your concealer, you want to blend out the edges, because since this is gonna be a more matte look, if you just like apply the eyeshadow to your concealer like right away, and then you're gonna blend out the edges, it won't look even. It won't look like they're together. It'll just look like they're separate but not together. You know what I'm saying? Separate but together. That's how you say it. But anyways, yeah, I'm going over with the black eyeshadow. Then with this Morphe M506 brush, I'm going in with that purple eyeshadow to make it even look even better, you can say. Okay, so as you can see, I'm blending out the top just a little bit, not too hard, not too harsh or whatever, because you still want the concealer, like the cut crease, to be there. You want them to know that the cut crease is there, but you want them to also know that the cut crease also have a soft side. You know what I'm saying? So like, you want to soften up that line, but not too soft, because we gotta let these people know that this cut crease is the badass bitch. Like, come on. Oh, right here I'm oh my god. Right here I'm going like tapping guys, with a more of a beige nude color. Same, it's like, from the same palette. You want to like lightly tap. You don't want to rub that color in, because it will just look all patching and disgusting, and you don't want that. You want that to look smooth, to look good. So as you can see, I'm re-adding that violet, more of a, you can say like a deeper purplish color on top of that cut crease. And then later on, I'm gonna still like add it back where that black eyeshadow is by that matte beige. You'll see. You'll see. Don't worry. You'll see. So for liner, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild black eyeliner. I do not know what color or what, if it has a name, but I just know it's, oh, there it is. It is Baby Scott Black. That's a cute name. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm like lightly putting that onto her, lining it out. But at the same time, I'm kind of like smudging it in to look more of a like, it's a black liner, you can see that, but more of a like softer look, like more of a like blended smoky. There you go. A smoky eyeliner. Oh my god, I cannot talk for tonight. Okay, so I'm smudging out that liner with a black eyeshadow, but the brush I'm using was from AliExpress. Sorry guys. I'm smudging out with a black eyeshadow. Then afterwards, I'm gonna go in with that purple, violet, dark purple shade color on top of it, so it could look even more out, like blended out. But with that purple shade, as you can see me right here, what I'm gonna do right now, yep, right there. I'm gonna round out that shadow shade so it could look like that liner is like blended to the black, but like once it's like going out of that eye, it's like it looks like it's rounding up the eye. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm going in with the mascara. It's called the NARS mascara. I do not know the name of it. And it was my first time actually putting on mascara on a client. But as you can see, the way I put it on, it was like basically on the tip of her lashes. So I recommend like telling your client to do like put mascara on their lashes because I was a little nervous. Now, for oily skin people only, calling out to my oily skin people. If you have oily skin, I recommend like, okay, after you moisturize and everything, gotta moisturize, always gotta moisturize. But after like that moisturization sink into your skin, go over with like a powder and bake, or you can set where you're mostly oily, and she's mostly oily around like her T-zone area and her chin. Now for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless in the shade 125. I also mixed a little bit. As you can see, my hand is pretty full of foundation with her foundation shade, but turns out her foundation shade was a little darker. I'm like, oh. But don't worry guys, I fixed it. Now, if you guys want more of a natural base to the face look, go over with a beauty blender, but a damp beauty blender. But if you want more of a full coverage beat to the face look, use a brush. But for the brush, you want to use a more of like real nice dense brush, because if you have like a soft brush, then you'll see those brush streaks onto your face, and then you have to go over with the beauty blender. That's too much work. You don't want that. But this brush I was using was from Walgreens. My boyfriend bought it for me. Thanks, babe. But yeah, this brush is really good. I do not know the name of it. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so for contour and concealer, I use her concealer, but for contour, I use my. And that palette, yeah, you see me holding is like everything is from LA Girl concealer. And honestly, guys, this is like the best. Instead of like trying with like a bunch of tubes when you could have this, it's so good. It's more that container that I was using. It was like an airtight seal container that I got on Amazon for only $10. Anyways, I'm going over with the Real Technique brush, and it doesn't have. Oh, it's called the contour brush. Now you want to like tap it into her skin. You don't want to like rub it because you're basically gonna rub off the makeup. It won't look nice at all. You want to like tap and blend. Take your time. Don't rush because beauty takes time. Don't rush to things. Even in general, just don't rush to things in general, you know? If you rush to things, it will just be bad and get worse and worse. So to blend out her concealer, I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. I say this because let's just say hypothetically you added too much of that contour shade. Now you can blend your concealer out from the bottom first to lighten up your contour and work your way up. You know what I'm saying? And set your concealer, like don't like set with powder. Not that's not what I mean. I mean like let your concealer sit on like the bags. Let's just say your client has bags, or if you have bags, it could like brighten up and hide your bags. There you go. Beauty tip right there. Since we already like powder up her face at the beginning of the like process, you want to like set her set the powder. The powder I'm using is the Airspun translucent powder. And you want to do this because like if you just like let it sit into your face, it'll look way too cakey afterwards. So you just want to like, you know, blend it into wherever you put your concealer, so you know your concealer won't go anywhere. Now to set her contour, I'm using the Absolute New York and Strobing and Shading palette. I'm using the lightest shade of bronzer and setting her contour. You don't want to rub it in because it will just look all patchy. You want to lightly like tap it in, as you can see, tap it in, basically setting it in like you did to your concealer. To set her whole face, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm just having that liquid thingy set into her skin with a beauty blender. Now for highlights, since our makeup eye look is already matte, you do want to add highlight, but that's up to you. This is optional. But if you're going to add highlight to a matte eyeshadow, you want to lightly add it. So today I'm using the Revolutionary Pro HD Amplified Palette. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Oh my god. Now to the lips. Right now I'm using the Wet n Wild lip liner and Color Icon. Then after lining her lips, I'm going in with the NYX Lingerie Professional Makeup and a Lip Lee 12. Sorry, that was too loud. And then after applying that lip combo, I'm gonna add the Marc Jacobs, what is it? Yours to Try liquid lip cream in like the middle of her lip, so it could have like a more of a nice ombre effect. Just a little bit, not too much, because this lippy of Marc Jacobs is really light. Oh my god. But the packaging looks like it's more of like a nude color, but like once you apply it, it's like pale. I seriously thought I was done, huh? You thought I was done too. Psych! I'm going under her eye with the black eyeliner, the Wet n Wild that I used to line her eyelid, and Baby's Got Black. Then after that, with the more of a smaller detail brush, I'm going in with the black eyeshadow. Then another detail brush is more like a pointy detail brush. I'm using that purple shade and blending the black out just a little bit. You don't want to go all too crazy. Like I said again, a little goes a long way. So you just want to start from a little, a little tiny turn, and then work your way up. Boom. Boom. This is the final look. Alright. Ooh. Look at her. Look at Priscilla. Oh my god. Look at Priscilla. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead, click that subscribe button, and have a nice day. Bye.